paranoia, paranoia.
Good evening, everybody. Welcome back to Burst of 5. I feel like my voice is a little low on the thing here. Let's turn that up. We are doing GGXrd exhibitions today as normal. Joining me today is Dizzy.
Hello, Happy New Year. It feels like it's been forever since Burst of 5.
It has been over a month. Because I had the move, and then I didn't want to sacrifice an RRC for Burst of 5.
Yeah. And the mystery bracket.
Yeah, and the mystery bracket.
Yeah, it's been a minute.
We will have Yucker on commentary soon, I assume. I think he's just too busy getting SSRs and Woowa. Card today is Dingus versus MC Smachka, Yuzu versus Vivian, Flow State versus Try to Complete, Spider from Mars versus Safia, Teddy Treebark versus Cinnamon Oatmeal, and Marks the Dragon versus Steel Devil. A lot of new faces today.
I'm so excited for that Teddy match. I'm so glad Teddy signed up. You know, we'll talk about it later. We can get there when we get there. But, you know, Teddy versus Cinnamon, that's going to be an exciting one for me personally. A lot of great faces. We got Smachka up first, and Smachka had a great showing at Rookie Roman Council last week. I feel like that was second place last week, right?
Yes, Smachka did, in fact.
Yeah. And Dingus, of course, a Rookie Roman Council graduate on the Faust. Enter the hero.
God. Yeah, really...
Was Dingus there for ping pong?
He's the reason why we watched it. Roland really wanted to show him ping pong. And
okay,
it looks like he got a lot out of it. You should all watch Ping Pong the animation, by the way.
You should watch Ping Pong the animation.
It's really good. Especially if you play fun.
Well, here we go. I don't really know a lot about this matchup in particular, but I feel like Faust neutral is going to be annoying because Faust has some pretty big buttons and some good damage, and Answer's a bit on the lighter side as far as defensive values go.
He's squishy.
Yeah. But so far, Smachka, you know, the mobility can't be beat. Oh! That's going to be a funny factor in the matchup, that 6k whiffs on crouchers, and Faust one of the crouchingest.
He does love the crouch.
He's a crawler.
I think
nice 2H here.
Smachka is probably going to have a bit of a hard time navigating around fight stuff until they get the scrolls up.
Yeah, Answer doesn't have a lot of potential with his scrolls. The scrolls give him like invuln and some really great moves, but it's gonna be on Smach to get that setup going. And starting here,
I think it's just like using the gap there of Smachka setting up the scrolls to advance forward and open forward.
That's a nice first round. Yeah, you know, Smachka is playing a lot of hard to get, but Dingus got them in the end, I think. Nice Azuna drop.
Showing it early.
Yeah. That's always kind of fun, because you got a long road to go. It's not a first to tiers, so...
Yeah, you can either...
might see a lot more of them.
For tools like this, you can either, like, show it early to get them thinking about it, or keep it in the back pocket for a critical moment, right?
Yeah.
Speaking of which... oh,
yeah, wow,
yeah, think about it.
Slashes by Dingus. Stop blocking, stop blocking.
oh, he's fucking about. Playing toys.
Our boy Dingus fucking about, you think?
All his cells are singing.
Nice 2D. Botch has got a lot of meter right now. Cardwire C, the teleport! No, that could have been the kill, I think.
Yeah, that definitely could have been.
Machka!
Ooh.
What a trade!
Big for Dingus.
Oh, this is so dicey.
Oh,
yeah.
no! Whisk the commander up with the poison! Poison just saving Dingus from the...
Yeah, right. Yeah, because like, what can beat Cardwire C? And the answer is a well-placed Poison Cloud.
Already got actives out there, I guess.
That really was very fortunate for Dingus. But, you know, Smachka, in around that close, we could see it go back and forth, is my feeling. Especially when the scroll pressure starts setting up.
Yeah, and the question for me is how much answer matchup familiarity does Dingus have? Because this is a very rare character, and like, especially people playing answer at like a bit of a stronger level like Smachka, it's rare to find that.
Yeah, absolutely. Oh, wow, great catch by Dingus. Got the zone. Yeah, catch so many. I've never seen this many hack and slashes, but Dingus is catching Smachka blocking a whole bunch.
I wonder if he's trying to implement that into his game more. Or maybe he's just wary of the parry, I don't know.
Yeah. Ooh, hard to say.
No!
Oh no! Oh, but Dingus doesn't kill.
Meteors are coming.
Yeah.
Dingus knows.
Unfortunate. Well, so far some difficult bursts by Smachka. Dingus doing a good job of just blocking out all this answer pressure. I feel like that's one of the things about when answer's on pressure is like when he ends his strings and like if he does like a Vesho ending or something, he's got to like work to get back in there.
Yeah.
Oh wow.
That's like one of the big disadvantages of that it's hard for him to get knocked onto that scroll dub. Oh, wonderful
here we go,
use of
but
the
gotta
scroll.
respect the fireworks. Yeah, that's fantastic. See, like right there, yeah, can't get the knockdown, just has to end it right there, and Dingus just goes back to FD. Dingus in a tight position right now, though.
Could be enough.
Smachka might get this round.
Nice. Nice work. It kind of hits surprisingly hard when he's got scrolls up, I think.
He's got some chunky hits. There we go. Answer is so cool, I wish governments weren't real. Amen, Yuzu.
Ooh, what an idea throw. Really great by Dingus.
That's just... Yeah, solid active defense. Smachka keeping that pressure going.
Ooh, that's a big
Dingus is hit. Where's the burst?
Drops it. It's okay. Still a good
You know,
position
talking about that damage, though.
Yeah,
Yeah,
like,
Dingus lost so much health off that.
Dingus.
Oh! Bomb combo. I hope that trade was worth it for Dingus.
Yeah, I can't tell if that was good or not. Okay, here we go. Where'd you burst here if you Dingus? Oh, trying to get the burst there, I think.
Just held on to it. It's tough. That's 1-1.
1-1.
Kind of funny, we've seen a lot of people like... the first game, Smachka also died with their burst. So we're seeing both players kind of not finding spots to escape at the last moment. And I guess sometimes the game is just like that.
I think it's using the Neko Arc Chaos air dash to go away there. Here, ooh.
Most of it not real, but Dingus allowed it. Here we go, good position for Dingus. Oh wow, great change of position. Once again, there's Smachka's got a... Actually, great work with the scrolls. Oh!
What a bid.
Yeah, I was just thinking this. It's like people love to say that Blitz is pretty good against the answer, high, mid, cross up, like all this scroll dash stuff, but Smachka drew it out right there and good punish with the card.
Answer players love to tell you that he's weak to Blitz and then land to do a 2K.
Yep. 100%. I feel like Thumbtack's win quote where he's like, try Blitz, and then you try Blitz and he makes you pay for it. It's the biggest bait out there.
Smachka, big hit.
Tree Bark Ted. Blitz is a trap against the answer. That's right, Teddy.
Yeah. Oh, that jump pad.
Good combo.
They actually triggered it and then Dingus hit them after it. Oh, this should be enough. Oh, no, not quite. Okay, can you bring this back, Dingus?
Oh.
That's a... that would have been a good start. Oh, wait. Heckle?
just swinging back and forth. Maneuverability.
He's having fun.
Oh, the baby.
That is strongest.
Well, there you go. 2-1 to Smachka so far. The long rounds and the neutral is kind of working back towards Smachka's favor. Maybe starting to get into Dingus's rhythm a little bit.
3 games, it's already taken 10 minutes.
Something I'm finding interesting about the matchup too is Answer's mobility is really keeping Dingus from getting a lot of items out. We've seen 2D do some great sweeps at range. Black hole out now for Dingus. Just keeping the pressure going. Risk built up for Smachka. Item here. Here we go. Smachka's just doing so good at putting Dingus in a box right now, though. Oh!
Chance for Dingus here.
Drops the combo. Yeah.
Cool. That was a good scalpel. Oh, going for the cross.
Ooh!
Nice PRC.
Nice parry.
Okay.
Oh, too far!
Oh, what a block!
Do we see dead angle? Oh, the combo! Oh my goodness!
Oh,
last second burst!
Oh,
Hardwire
my
C!
At the very least, Dingus was able to force the burst out.
That's true. Yeah, big win for Dingus. And especially with Faust damage. Could be a quick round for Dingus if they get a touch like this. Can't get the knockdown, but hard position for Smachka, not making any escape. Tucked into meteors!
Cross up low! Street Fighter 5, welcome back!
Oh, nice smash!
Oh.
Smachka escaping this stun now.
Okay. Ooh.
Ah, what? Oh, nice touch with the 2H!
Oh. Awesome. See that? That's awesome. Bombers
Yeah,
better respect
I've never
that.
seen it go that
Do
slow.
not respect that.
Yeah, I wasn't looking at it. Huge chunk of health. Great match again by Smachka. Dingus maybe got to start looking at frame traps for the... Smachka's maybe fishing out the hack and slash there.
Oh, what an air
Nice
throw.
catch! Here we go. Burst off for Smachka. 25 meters! That could be a card Warrior C at any time. And it's out. Dingus with meter advantage now. 25 meter of his own! This... Oh! Free donut! Nice catch! Dingus's air throws have been so good to catch Smachka out of some of these escape situations.
These two are so cool.
Yeah. Fantastic. 2-2 now. Really knocked down by Smachka. The bursting habits of both players is so interesting to me. Wow, look at that micro dash by Smachka. Good respect on
Thing
the bomb.
about the bursts, yeah, they've been hanging on to their bursts for like so long, it feels like.
Yeah. Great blitz here, charge! Like, because at this point for Dingus, it's like, why would you think about bursting? Like, Smachka has so much health. Able to even it up here. Smachka had a very late burst last time, but yeah, both players have just been very, like, allowing the damage to happen, I feel like.
I think bursting here for Dingus is not worth it unless he can like really even up the life here. House is coming,
Dingus now had
but Smachu's all set up.
Oh, nice! It's a low!
Oh!
Oh! Oh,
Be enough?
Dingus had Smachka in a situation for a moment, but it wasn't enough.
That 5k of Faust just hits so far away. So
It's a
accurate.
good button. Characters with great 5Ks.
Trying to bait the bears. Bears.
Yeah. The Beast. Dingus burst out now. Smachka in the corner. Nice super jump out. Yeah, and you know, we're talking about burst bait. I mean, that's again, like, if Smachka's not bursting at this stuff, like, Dingus
Yes.
needs to take the damage given to him. Tough spot now. Got the overhead.
Actually landed in time for Dingus to get hit by the overhead. Great for Dingus.
Scrolls up.
Ooh, what the heck?
Oh, here we go. Oh, just, you know, yeah, wake up scroll. That's sort of unbeatable.
Remind me again how it works. When Answer has a scroll over him, he can do wake up parry, and he's just like invul and on.
I think that's it. It's also because I think navigating to the scroll makes you invuln. So like, yeah, if you wake up and then parry and then you cling to the scroll, and it's like a fully invuln maneuver.
Very
I can't remember if it was jump or parry, but yeah, when he's got a scroll over him, you just kind of have a... You don't get the wake-up situation you think you do.
Very strong with the buff. Alright, when do you scroll?
Dingus once again getting the pressure going, with punishing the low here. Nice
Dingus
parry,
very
though.
much just an advancing wall in this grind.
Mm-hmm. Oh! One more FDC will work.
I feel like Dingus is like really starting to bring out those FDCs lately. I feel like he was not really using them in RRC. It was more of a Crisis Core thing.
Oh, sure. Yeah, you know, it's... Well, you know, when we talk about FDC, the joke is always like, well, just 6H. 6H is... Like,
nobody's blocking 6H anyway.
As far as... Nobody blocks 6H. But the FDC is such a great pressure tool to position like that. Big chopper. Big recovery for Dingus right there. Hammers. Just J2K on loop. I stay plus. Goes low this time.
Oh, what a sneaky low. That was such a good position, J2K, to make it with and then get the low.
Yeah.
Black hole. Cool.
Ooh!
Try to backdash. 3-3.
Yeah, the whole... The gravity of the situation there, where it's like Answer's backdash but got pulled into the scalpel and it all just collided. Yeah, 3-3.
It's a grit set.
It's you know, fantastic opener. So far, the race has been going towards Smochka, so Smochka will get it first if things keep up like this, but Dingus's last game, you know, in this game too, we could see Dingus turning it around. Big poison!
That poison did so
it's
much.
out.
It's finally working out.
Yeah, it's a trap, but you gotta play into it sometimes. Nice XP! A bomb off screen. Gone. Oh! Smochka gold burst! For nothing! Well, Dingus taking the lead again in this set now. And we're seeing that Faust damage really start to come through. Oh, tried to hack and slash, but the parry!
Airborne.
Go. Smochka taking a step back here. Dingus running forward, using the space. And the way these trades are going... It's working out for Dingus. Hammer saving Dingus. Big damage here. 50-meter helium, not a great reward, but... I'm sure it's annoying for the guy on the phone. Mini Faust in position. Smochka with, you know... no! The burst whiff, but 5k wasn't close enough, but Dingus in a great position, now up to 4-3. Smochka's not really using dead angle. Is I feel like Smochka died with a lot of meter there, and it's kind of hard when Dingus is doing these airborne resets over and over, but it feels like Smochka should make a little bit more of an attempt to use the meter to get out of situations here.
You're just wanting to say versus stuff like scroll YRC, hard YRC. But
yeah.
Doesn't help if you die
the temptation.
with it.
Yeah, right, exactly. It's to me, it's like tandem top YRC, where it's like I would love to use it to get out of a situation, but sometimes you gotta recognize when they're too in your face, and pick a different route. Good combo by Smochka here. Dingus with a lot of meter. The blitz doesn't work out this time. Ooh, meteors. Nice super jump out again, and got it! Machka staying alive. Dingus with a good touch here. Full screen position where Dingus can't really make the most of his items. Oh no, whip burst here. Strong opportunity for Smachka to make it 4-4, but Dingus pushing the pressure right now. Got the tongue combo. Mini Faust went off screen, it looks like.
Great for Dingus.
Whole lot of meter.
Ooh, bursting here is very... Okay, maybe we can make it kind.
Nice. This is a... Oh, nice block.
Tried it.
Has a whole bunch of scrolls, so should be able to get the knockdown here. Couple more mixes, just goes for the Azuna drop again. Needs the RC. Yeah, very nice. 4-4. It's kind of funny because there was a point at the start of that round where it felt like Dingus was not going to get his burst back for round 3 because it was winning too hard. But then it kind of just, the burst meter still ended up being a factor where that whiff burst gave Smachka the entire momentum to take that round back.
I really showed
Final
the
game of the
Azuna
first
drop.
set. Yeah. It's coming back full circle, you know? Represented at the start, now we're coming back to it. Ooh! Dingus, hold your burst. Good tech. Has a little bit of a fighting chance. Best chance is maybe winning a burst out, but doesn't get a chance. Smachka set point now. Running it back 2 games. And looking to close it out with one more round. Here's the burst from Dingus. And this full screen position giving Smachka the scroll setup. This wait, great for Dingus. Poison knockdown. It could be going to a final round. No parry. Dingus killing? Yeah. But again, Dingus had too good of a round. Smachka still has their burst. Dingus is gonna have to hold a lot of this damage. Meteor's out for Smachka. Make a push towards the corner. No, just respecting it.
The meteors landed around them, not a single one hit.
Well, it's like that sometimes. Favored by God, you know? Oh, there we go! Scrolls up, but Smachka can't make it connect. Dingus with a chance. There's the dead angle. Dead angle from Dingus. Mini Faust saving him. Here we go again. Dingus didn't tech from this.
Oh, no knockdown.
Birth meter gonna fill up a little bit faster. But still has to respect it. The overhead hits. One last chance of a burst for Dingus.
I think that was Azuna drop.
Yeah, it might have been the 6K. Hard Warrior C, my turn now.
Little guy's out. Oh no!
Poison empty, no!
Dingus!
Not a full punish! Smachka's got a chance! Dingus still has the burst to work with.
Oh my
the
god,
fact he
Dingus.
closes it!
Dingus, never do that again. Oh, what a
How
sad.
funny. Hello, Yucker.
Ignore it.
What a great stat.
Ignore me. Keep talking.
Oh, okay. Okay, cool. That was crazy. Yeah, what a funny, the punish by Dingus. And it didn't kill. Smachka with that one last chance, it wasn't quite enough. You know, sometimes if you give your opponent the chance, they get to run away with the ball, but thankfully Dingus closed it out that time. What a great set by both players. So glad to see more Smachka. Smachka was so great last week in Rookie Roman Cancel. A great showing today. Definitely an answer to look out for.
Fantastic set. I'm so happy that. Up. Next we have another answer.
Yay!
Yuzu versus Zato 1. Vivian.
Yay, Zato!
Nice to find a Zato. They're like mythical creatures, impossible to track. Zato players. Breaking the law.
Thank you, Yuzu.
Are you familiar with these players? Because these are new names to me.
Yuzu, I would say, is a longtime chatter. Fantastic poster on Blue Sky and formerly co-host. Vivian, I'm not too familiar with, but I was looking at the response forms. It looks like these two signed up to fight each other. So these two, at the very least, know each other. Is Zato a guest character? Yeah, from Strive.
You know, it's like
+2.
He's more functional since Strive, at least. Or like, no, he's more functional in Strive. Excuse me. Had his moments of like, he wasn't doing too hot, but definitely a lot better than what his exit iteration is. But you know, don't get it twisted. Zato can definitely run you over if you are not familiar. Which, going by what story you told earlier, these two fairly familiar with each other, I assume. So we'll see how that plays out.
Yeah, very possible. We've really got the matchups going from A to Z on Burst to 5 here. We got Answer versus Zato.
It's
A
all
never
here.
before seen matchup.
I think you could generally count on like your hand how often these two characters get to play one another, just sheerly how unpopular both of them are. So definitely a nice testament that they get to shine here on this bracket, or sorry, this exhibition.
Good throw by Viv. Yeah, it looks like Vivian at least representing the buzzsaw pressure. The keeping people locked down and then trying to open them up with that fuzzy. Zato's flight gives the chance to like catch people blocking low and then he catches them with the high.
Yeah, absolutely. Especially with just how some of those normals connect with one another. But wow, IB into immediately the match there, but we're gonna go for the aggressive burst into the throw, and the chip damage is gonna find that first kill.
Oh my gosh. Yeah, Yuzu dying with 100 meter. No use for the FD.
Mm-hmm.
Actually, both players finished that round with 100 meters, so maybe a little bit. We'll see where the meter usage comes out in the play.
Yeah, hopefully maybe some wire seeing or some other stuff like that, but for the time being right now, we're just gonna be hanging on to it. Just playing with pure aggression off the normals alone.
Yeah, nice use of the RC on the retro there to get an actual knockdown here. Oh, doesn't actually get the knockdown, pardon me. It looked like a knockdown.
It did look like a knockdown there, but hold up, gold burst, full stick of butter, back on the table. We're just kind of aura farming, standing over there, baiting Vivian into an approach, and there it is. RC wants to extend the damage a little bit further. Doesn't quite get the knockdown, but still has Vivian trapped in the corner. One more RC out of meter 4. Her there, and that's going to be the sweep into a round apiece for both.
Yeah, Vivian with her burst back. Vivian was having some interesting defense there. She stayed very active. She had some good FDs, and then I-being the Vesho at the end to get her turn first. The round didn't work out in her favor, but it seems like she at least knows how to respond to this answer pressure.
Yeah, just kind of standing away from the scrolls, not wanting to engage and all that, but still just approaching with JD. This, you can see, right, the great anti-air, or air-to-air, excuse me, and if it hits counter hit, you can just see the wall bounce already, and big damage if Vivian has these confirms.
Yeah, a little bit far away. Nice 6P by Yuzu here. The throw. Look, I set up. Oh, actually, didn't have enough time to set up there. Good escape by Yuzu. Back to full screen. Hard sword. Good catch once again.
That angle, try not to deal with any of that.
Yeah,
Card.
pressure. Oh!
That business ninja, but it didn't quite connect there, but both of them just scrambling to the corner.
You see another dead angle. Oh, beat out Eddie!
I can't believe it. The sweep just killed Eddie, but didn't quite get the confirm. And
whoa!
Hard was not able to connect in time. Oh my goodness. Vivian with that first game, clutching it out.
Yeah, that really went down to the wire too. That was a game of footsies. It's so funny, like watching Zato, I'm like, I don't even know what the buttons are. I'm like, is that 5H with the big...
I think that was 5H. I vaguely, like, I'm trying to, like, based off of what I recognize from Strive, that definitely looked like his 5H there in that game.
That makes sense. Well, so far, it's kind of been a lot of neutral, you know? I think Yuzu's had more knockdowns and like Oki comparatively, but so far it's kind of been both players just finding each other in neutral and getting the hits to connect. Oh!
Oh. Let's keep mashing out.
Oh!
The burst. Ooh, nice 6p, but doesn't quite get to confirm after the scroll set here. Both players just trying to find some way to approach it and capitalize off the danger time, but still, after all that, Yuzu stuck into the corner. Nonetheless, challenging to just try and escape, but sets the Drow right on top of the business card, so can't teleport out. And there is the command grab. A good grip of damage. Eddie is off the table for the time being, though.
Yeah, Viv might not need it. There we go. Closing it out with the air-to-air. Great rounds by Viv. You know, we don't really see a lot of Zato action. And, you know, Zato buttons are pretty good. My feeling is always like when Zato's by himself, he's half of a guy. But then when you're dealing with Zato and Eddie, you're dealing with two guys. But even Zato's half a guy buttons are pretty effective in this matchup.
That's fair. I think definitely JD is the big equalizer in all this, but it's just so painful, especially when you have Eddie deployed, how quickly I think Answer could actually deal with the little gremlin, right? Just quickly throwing a business card says be gone.
Yeah. Yeah, that's true. There's a lot of ways to clear out Eddie for Yuzu here. Knockdown for Yuzu. Good blocking by Viv. Going back to the corner, down to the ground. Oh, and Viv's got the corner position again. Pecked into the button with Nobiru. 2-0 for Viv now. Oh, and I forgot this is not Yuzu. This is Watch Princess Tudu, My Chemical Romance cancel. Thank you, Yuzu.
Big old name. But yeah, definitely where Zadawan kind of lacks in the knockdown department. The board that makes up for it with having the Nobiru set. Just being like, try tech button, see what happens, right? That, like the consistency of being able to reach all the way up there and still just be proactive enough is makes more than enough up for the lack of a knockdown.
Yeah, and to answer being a bit more of an airborne character, it's great to have these anti-air options that are really gonna lock her down. Oh, here we go, great 2H. No knockdown, but scroll advantage. Breaking the, going too far and breaking the law. Nice round.
Yeah, very clean. Maybe a little bit of a swap round for Yuzu here. Although we've seen her in the past challenge for these rounds, but somehow through the scrambles, Vivian is the one that ends up on top and so far is on the 2-game lead. However, Eddie's off the table now, so half a character as you mentioned before.
Oh! Everyone's got an air throw though. Wrong position here. Oh, goes for the command grab. This is going to be the unblockable with the charged low. Yuzu giving up her burst.
Back away from the scrolls, however, there's only so much screen you can escape to, and got Vivian in the corner. However, the back throw is going to switch the situation right around, blocks the dead angle, no punish. You can see that Yuzu is trying to approach here, setting up a lot of meaties on the tech situations and just constantly battling out, making sure that Eddie does not get to represent any sort of neutral control there for Vivian. Ooh,
Wow.
You can link that?
I didn't even know you can combo that.
Hold up. I assume it may be like, okay, Zato can do this, or you just take the Oki you get off of it. That's my assumption.
Yeah. But you know, a throw combo that closes the round out, that's what you want, and Viv had it.
Oh, for sure.
So, great stuff. There we go, a little bit of air to airs. Yuzu landing first, winning a couple of these ground to airs. Oh, cross up.
Yeah, nice. The YRC on the business card, effectively a little hit scan there that you just can't interact with. But Nobiru hits does take a lot of life away here from Yuzu. So just a matter of time for Vivian playing it slow and careful, and without any scroll setups by Yuzu, this answer character is not too threatening.
Yeah. Yeah, not too threatening and paper thin. I mean, we've seen it before, is like Viv gets these hits and answer just falls apart. Good match by Vivian. Can't get the knockdown there. Nobiru. Oh, ooh. And a throw.
Oh no.
Great white! It hit! It beat the parry!
Oh my goodness, we're throwing out meme supers.
3-0 off the Great White.
I just like that Zato. For some reason, he just hits the boy pose when he's like, boy. after you lose.
Yeah.
I do all
He's
that.
looking for the low 5.
The low
Just dap me up, homie.
Come on, get up. All right,
Nice idea on the best show. Yeah.
Great stuff there, and already just setting up that tick throw into the throw. Red RC wants to push damage a little bit further, but doesn't quite finish things off. Despite all that, Yuzu's still kind of trapped in the corner here. So does make an escape with the scrolls, but the jump over kind of leaves Yuzu in an awkward spot. Doesn't really know what to make of it. But does find a few hits here. However, Vivian immediately backing away. The YRC card just to chase down. Sets up the scroll, the big chase. There's no more screen space for Vivian to escape to.
Yeah, Yuzu's doing such a good job of chasing. It feels like Vivian wants to take a step back when she runs out of the eddy meter and like buy some time, but Yuzu's so smart and just keeps the chase going. Nonetheless, Vivian getting as much damage as she needs. Another round on the board. Close to going 4-0 now against Yuzu. And it's not like the set has been close enough, it's just Yuzu's got to get these actual closing out.
Yeah, that's been the main struggle here. Though we've seen it in the past, but just the way some of these interactions go, and especially I think Vivian's ground throws have been really excellent at just setting up small reversal situations that lead to Vivian just eking out leads, and then it all comes apart. But so far, hold on, a bit of an opportunity here for Yuzu. Doesn't quite get to keep Vivian trapped in the corner, but immediately utilizes the scroll, goes to the low follow-up, and that's Vivian straight to just trying to escape.
Yeah. Oh, wow, great catch. Another great throw by Vivian, going to the ground throw again. Has a combo here. Oh, can't get the full loop there. And now Yuzu without burst has... Yeah. Corner position, but... The super jump comparison. Zato goes so high.
Oh, yeah.
And Nobu.
It's
Like
so
Yuzu's
difficult.
going to the chase on these, but she can't catch him.
Yeah, and then when you get into these scramble situations and you're trying to play in the air and Eddie's just chilling on the ground, constantly no-beering you, like, you have to hit Zato just to make sure that Eddie disappears, but at the same time, right, it's just a slight patience from Vivian can get you caught up by the shark. But nevertheless, we'll see if Yuzu can put at least one on the board, and hopefully that's the start of something great, maybe a comeback of sorts. Eddie off the table.
Yeah. Could be a reverse 5-0. We don't know if Viv's a closer yet. So it could be that Yuzu can lock in here. Maybe she just needed the information game. But Viv's IBs have been so fantastic against Yuzu's pressure.
Oh, for sure. The IBs, the ground throws, the air throws, just like fundamental Xrd mechanics that can really help sort of round out Zato's lack of just unique defense options. He doesn't break the law, but it's only like a very limited situation and all not too great, if I'm not mistaken.
I feel like we've seen breaking the law come out pretty effectively for Viv to turn around some situations, but yeah, it's apart from that, there's not a lot of other options, I feel like.
Yeah, it's kind of like that, but this is the kind of situation that Yuzu's looking for here. Vivian on low HP,
Nice.
but wow, the IB at the end of the staircase there to get the ground throw, and that's going to get the burst out of Yuzu as well. And she's trying to chase down with the scroll, doesn't quite anti, and gets whip punished for the troubles.
Yuzu, okay, you know what? The round worked out, but getting a gold burst and then never using your meter is really funny.
It's
Like-
yeah, I could. It's definitely one of those things like, oh my goodness, an Exo player with a full stick of butter would have found like 15 different ways to already have spent it in like the first second.
I would have bought 15 card YRCs. Like, oh, nice XP here, getting the scroll set up.
Ooh, the link as well, very nice. Gets the knockdown. Unfortunately, doesn't quite keep the corner, but all the same, has the scroll sets and does get the swap. Nevertheless, has the sweep. Card set. Deploys the scrolls, but Vivian immediately takes the disguise, finds the jumping down. Normal, swap sides, has Yuzu trapped in the corner, but immediately uses the scroll to just escape. Finds another counter hit, is piling up the damage, but can't quite get the combo going. There's a lot of meter to play with, but can any of them use it?
Yeah, so far. Viv going back to the air here, you know, has a lot of life deficit to make up.
Ooh.
And Vivian on the chase. Oh, that Gatling hit Eddie.
Wow.
Counter
Mr.
hit.
President, get down.
Yeah, a little bit, right? There we go. Keeping it locked in. 1-4 now. First game for Yuzu. Oh wow, you sniped Junkline on the joke.
My read's immaculate. Just because I'm retired old fart on mic doesn't mean I still don't got those sharp as hell reads. Anyways, good start here for Yuzu being able to put one on the board. So hopefully a sign for what's more to come, right? Those 2 rounds definitely looked a lot more stable, albeit, you know, both of them are scrambling quite heavily, but a lot more in Yuzu's favor, it seems. So maybe a nicer trend.
Yeah, it's not entirely. We're not really seeing Viv locked down, but at the very least, she's. The last 3 break the laws have not been hits. Like, we've seen 2 punishes, and that last one was blocked. So she's starting to respect a little bit more of those escape options.
Right.
Getting the scroll combo here. Oh, can't get the knockdown though.
Perhaps you heard just the comms going like it's maybe under break the law not too good, and it's like, oh, it's not good. All right, let me get to that.
Yeah. Oh, I didn't know. My bad.
Oh,
nice
my
6P.
bad. Yeah. Very nice indeed. Bring it back down to the ground, but has to respect the mash there. Does find the K follow-up stance, but straight into the Nobiru. However, no confirm for Vivian. Nevertheless, able to get a few straight hits there, and there's the break the law. Set up the buzz wheel. Forced to just sit tight for a bit, and yeah, you gotta watch out for the tick throws.
Welcome to the unblockable. Yuzu giving up the burst. And we're kind of just back to neutral. Vivian, you know, won the burst out with that exchange, so that's always good news. But Yuzu is keeping close enough of a distance to keep Vivian from getting a lot of offense started. Trying to get a knockdown. There's a 2D. Oh, trade?
That kind of hit so hard it lagged a little bit, but almost gets the air combo there. Does avoid the break the law. Swaps aside, keeps Vivian's back towards the corner, but immediately the jump out still though. The anti-air is good, but doesn't get the pickup fully, and that gives another chance to Vivian in another round, and that's going to be also the exhibition point.
Yeah, last chance for Yuzu here. Getting a good approach with a couple of buttons. Oh, but the trading spaces. Viv was not able to get that knockdown. But getting the life set up, and it's kind of funny, Yuzu's at a point where she, like, when she's at full screen, she isn't able to think about setting up scrolls. Like, she's only focused on Vivian at this point. And we're seeing sort of the weaker side of Answer. Like, not winning out this range game right now. Clearing out Eddie, but has to make the approach.
Yeah, Eddie is off the table for the time being, but immediately comes back online. Does find the excellent anti-air, but doesn't fully get the conversion. Needs a bit more damage, so down to the last legs here for Yuzu. Brought back to the corner. The buzzsaw, but willing to just press 5P. Might as well. The next hit is going to kill you anyway, so it's time to just bust out. Let's go.
Mash like you're dying! Oh, the blitz!
Wow. Blitz at the very end. That's going to be Vivian taking the set 5-1 there, winning against Yuzu. I think one of the interesting things you mentioned was regarding the scroll setting from Answer, that indeed one of the struggles here was that Answer can't just simply stand at full screen and be like, all right, I'm going to set up my win condition now and just deploy scrolls, because it really is just in a relative field around him for him to kind of operate and also get these left-rights going. So if it's not off of knockdowns or just some kind of general in-your-face situation, the scrolls, yeah, they do let him zip across the screen really fast, but you know, when the opponent's not near him, it doesn't matter.
Yeah, that is kind of the hard thing about, like, I feel like Answer doesn't have a whole lot of ways to force the opponent to come in. Like as soon as Vivian had the life total there, it was kind of on Yuzu to find the way in. And Vivian was doing such a good job of just like putting the normals out, putting Eddie out, intercepting with Nobiru.
Yeah, that's definitely...
Yeah, and putting up scrolls at full screen, it just doesn't do anything.
Yeah, I think I do like the attempt, right? There's like one scroll set that puts them pretty far away from Answer, and then it's just a horizontal line, which is great to just brute force your way across the screen really fast, because like you mentioned, right, that Vivian was doing really well, was just putting out these big stop signs with some of these air normals that made it just kind of tricky for Yuzu to blindly approach, but the speed at which it can fly, as well as just being an active hitbox, could also allow for Vivian to get caught in maybe trying to set up some of these roadblocks.
Yeah, good set though. Happy to see both them play. Always happy to see Yuzu play. A great poster. Go follow her. I think it's BAPAF on Blue Sky. Boobs are progressive and feminist. It's a truly radical political ideology.
Radical indeed. Ooh. Yeah, Flow State versus Try to Complete. Try to Complete, been a minute since we last saw him around, but always at it, always working to make the Ramlethal work. And we just see gradual improvements, and of course, that plus on block overhead that does seem to be getting everyone consistently.
Yeah, that is one of the fun things about watching any kind of Okizeme character like come back after a little bit longer is you start learning what more they've learned, and any Oki character player with a lot more time on their hands is a huge threat. Oh, the RC didn't really work out there. Good throw. And nice smash.
What a challenge. Yeah, the sword set not quite at the right timing to cover for how the recovery of that sweep. Yeah, classic Flow State. Just get the greed Zephyr round start going, where he trapped into the corner, just standing still, and we got Try to Complete, unfortunately air dashing right overhead.
Yeah, so far Try to Complete. Oh, there's a good jump in. Flow State giving the burst up immediately. Doing a little bit of a fireball war. It's kind of funny. You'd expect Kai to be the fireball player between these two. Try to Complete trying to have his way with it. But getting knocked down here. Good tech on the throw. Not really getting any bit of his turn though yet.
Yeah, and it seems to be the main struggle for Ramlethal, of course, right? Being trapped into the corner as well as playing that neutral out against the king himself is it's going to be a massive challenge. Of course, when you do get the knockdown situation going, you have those sword sets deployed, you're in a much better state, especially with how she can low profile in some of these situations to also avoid Kai's Vapor Thrust. But, you know, it's getting there first. It's going to be the main thing. And you do see the far slash. It's nice, but Kai has also his own really cool far slash.
Yeah, you know, when it comes to far slashes, I feel like Try to Complete, Ramlethal will have the far slash advantage. Like, the sword normals are very rewarding with meter and great positioning and stuff. You know, there's a reason that Ramlethal players like to keep that far slash sword. And, but so far, Try to Complete just hasn't been swinging it at all.
Oh, we did see work on round start, so definitely there is merit to just letting it rock, and especially if I'm not mistaken, like Ramlethal can just combo off the far slash with her electric.
Right. That's I do believe that's right. Oh. Go Try to Complete stuck in block, getting thrown. Still has a little bit of health to work with, and Flow State. Oh no, that's the big hit though.
Big
another round on the board.
The King's Elbow. Oh. Still, you know, as mighty as the King's Elbow may be, it does not beat the big old JH sword, the classic. Just reach down to your toes. Hella active, but just still great in these positions, especially when Try to Complete is right above her head. Flow State is able to just identify exactly what side and able to get that 6P going. Yeah,
Flow State's, you know, I think having great anti-airs is key to being good at Guilty Gear, right? And Flow State representing a lot of good anti-airs right now. Oh, gonna get hit by this super. Not too terrible though. Actually, never mind. That Hellfire, that last hit was huge. Something started here. Flow State doesn't want it. Going back to a Fireball war. Stun Edge YRC!
Yeah. The Time Stone catching something there from Try to Complete, setting up, I believe, a sword or calling a sword. And yeah, just running behind the Stun Edge, they're able to set up the combo. So Flow State now with a 2-game lead over Try to Complete. We do see some interactions going a little better at times. And there it is, the Daro hit from the air, however. So I don't know if it can go much further. Oh my goodness.
No.
And the burst whiffs. Somehow through all that.
Yeah, I'm kind of surprised that burst whiff. Very unfortunate for Try to Complete. Yeah, we are starting to see things turn around Try to Complete's way. I mean, burst aside, you know, some of the neutrals, some of the knockdowns can really start happening. Flow State using the meter here to solidify the offense, though. Try to Complete. Seeing the FD represented a lot. Good block on the Greed Sever and a knockdown. Yeah,
Wow.
you know, try to complete isn't really pushing any offense. Maybe afraid of Vapor Thrust. I'm not really sure, but it feels like try to complete just is allowing Flow State to mash out of this stuff.
It does seem to be that case because I think Flow State let it show really early on that she is willing to let that Vapor Thrust rock, but right now really relying on just a barring out of these situations, constantly mashing when there's a slightly minus situation. However, try to complete does find that back throw off of the dust attempt and now sets up the double sword, finds an overhead reset, and there's going to be some good damage. And should the situation allow for it, we can find some Oki with the double sword. This is the Ramla position, but no, drops the combo.
Yeah, unfortunate lack of a knockdown. Back to mid-screen now. Has to call the swords back or at least reposition them. Getting the neutral going. Good. Wow. Flow State hit that sword out before it was active. That's something that comes up a little bit in the Ramlethal matchup.
Oh, the green sever, but can't quite get the confirm off of it. Got to complete going for the burst on Oki situation just to make sure that Flow State doesn't set anything up. Quickly sets up the sweep into the sword. Oki tries to challenge with the 2D and the sword coming in from behind, clutching out the round there for try to complete. So a chance now to put one on the board. The burst situation looking a little bit more in favor of Flow State as immediately both players are just starting off brawling, but it's going to be try to complete. That finds the reset.
There we go. And we saw try to complete with that media first. Went for the 2-strike and then the overhead. Oh no, the gap. Great mash by Flow State. And caught try to complete mashing again. Yeah, try to complete really starting to get more of these offensive situations than the Oki Zemi. But right now without burst, has to take a lot of this damage. 50 meter for Flow State, using the RC again. Good block on the low. But Stun Dipper, the horizontal DP, giving Flow State a third game.
I like the idea behind that, right? To the very end there, Flow State had no meter left to make it safe or whatever, but just the necessity for try to complete to have to do something to escape that situation is exactly how what I assume Flow State was relying on to just be able to get what is effectively just a really Hail Mary option. Both players just low profiling each other's options. And it's going to be try to complete. That unfortunately doesn't quite finish the combo, doesn't finish his food. And the Green Sever just flying on in.
Oh! Good tech for try to complete, getting his chance. And there's the throw. Taking a step back. Oh! Drew out the burst. Didn't have a great combo off of it though. And Flow State getting its chance.
Oh! There's the car on
Counter
it.
horizontal.
Yeah. Oh, Tech JS. However, yeah. Still being able to be punished at that distance. I think the overall, like Kai Car is cool and all, right? Stun Dipper is nice, but let's not get too hasty with the Cadillac now.
Yeah, I mean it's heavily punishable, right? That's kind of gonna be the thing is like we're seeing Flow State bring it out, but if she brings it out a little bit too much, it could be a problem. Good juggle by try to complete, but couldn't finish the combo.
And an excellent block as well there on the Greed Server. So many times has tried to complete being getting caught out by that, but this time I think was trying to block preemptively, almost had that burst, but potentially I think was just looking to combo off of that instead, so not really ready for the burst to actually happen.
Oh man, try to complete. Yeah, going into the trance now.
Yeah.
Oh, just won by chip damage.
Didn't have the meter to survive it, sadly, so try to complete there with a game on the board. 3-1.
2 rounds. 2 straight rounds as well, you know, that was
That's true.
If try to complete is getting the momentum switch, even if the execution isn't working out, we're seeing a lot more connections. And the Yoki Zemi in the corner is really coming together, and even a king can't stand up to it.
Yeah, I don't know what kind of
punish.
I don't know what kind of state that Flow State was in, but it wasn't the correct one with the amount of Stun Dippers that were going blocked there. But now we're starting to look a little bit more true to form. A little bit stagger pressure. The Greed Sever to catch from the sky, but doesn't quite have to confirm there. And try to complete does get the side swap.
Yeah, it looks like Flow State needed to do a super jump pickup there to get a little extra damage on that. Another great corner combo by try to complete. Got both the swords out, going for the low this time. We might see the trance to go for the kill, I would hope. No, just goes for the combo.
Buttons, and Yeah, I think to make the comeback happen there, it's possible, but the amount of meters that Try to Complete had for just the reversal meant that that was pretty much in the books in terms of rounds there. So Flowstate still has her burst on the table, and now just trying to play the longer range game, looking for that far slash into 3H confirm, but does end up whiffing it and survives unpunished. The far slash able to connect despite the plus on block overhead.
Yeah, Flowstate's starting to block some of these overheads, Try to Complete going back to the wall a little bit too much. Command grab, though. I think that was the first time I was represented this set. A nice XP by Flowstate, evening the life. Yeah, you know, 3-1. You know, 4 games to win back. You got to get people thinking about the other stuff. Get all the tricks in the bag out.
Ooh, Flowstate wanted that burst really badly, but Try to Complete held on to it to the last minute there. However, we see the mash, we see the grinder set. YRC wants to set up that big mix. Gonna keep it nice and simple. Run up. And then there's the take throw. Not enough to kill. Doesn't go for the OTG just yet, but just needs to find one final hit. And there is the very active Greed Sever. Smiting, Try to Complete back down to the ground. Flowstate now tying up the rounds.
Yep. Oh, that's the Greed Sever. That's footsies. Good chunk of damage here. Try Complete gets the offense started here. We're gonna see Flowstate get her burst back. But Flowstate doing a good job of keeping the offense going. Back throw by Try to Complete, changing both players changing positions back and forth now. The air dash, giving the burst up. And then, oh!
Bro, Flowstate. This is like the so many time I've seen this now, but this. If you're, I guess her ethos like if she's gonna mash, it's gonna be close slash. It's gonna hurt, right? We're not gonna go for no 2P. What's my fastest button? No, it's close slash, big counter hit into massive damage.
Yeah, it's kind of funny. Everyone shouting out the 3K to go into the fireball. I was like, that 3K was also really cool, but it put Try to Complete in such an unfortunate position, and Flowstate had a great punish there. A great route, and now 1 game away. Good anti-air. Oh, couldn't quite get the combo.
Yeah, a little execution error there. It happened to double jump a little too fast, but still. Immediately goes for the burst. Wants to deny, Try to Complete any sort of pressure or momentum. You can see just a little slower on the stun edges now after Try to Complete has successfully low profiled it and just gone around there. But IP is able to get the back throw, and still Flowstate is going to be mashing out.
Yeah, you know, if it ain't broke. So Try to Complete's had some great back throws, but just the pressure situation afterwards hasn't been as advantaged as he wants. And Flowstate with a great combo now on set point. Might have another 5-1 in the books. But Try Complete's got a little bit more time to turn around here. Another green sever though.
And they're missing the DP link there, but nevertheless, keeps Try to Complete into the corner. Gonna go for the burst there. Wants to avoid the 50-50, but the 6P working out. The JH unfortunately activated a little too low to the ground, so they ended up canceling on the landing there. And now Try to Complete back towards the wall. Not a lot of life left, and the burst gauge is not trickling up fast enough. Let's find an opportunity to play out, but the IB. Big punish, doesn't find the kill, walks up for the tick throw, needs that last touch, and it's going to be the perfect finish there for Flowstate, closing it out 5-1.
Truly locked into the Flowstate at the end there. Great stuff by Flowstate. You know, Try to Complete was showing some great Okizeme. I think it was just kind of a hard neutral game. It's like once Ramwithal has the knockdown, or once Ramwithal is knocked down, she doesn't have a lot of escape options, and stuff like the Fireball Oki, and you know, it's all the Okizeme character problems of like, she's a little bit fragile and she doesn't have a lot of escape options. But Try to Complete had some great offense there, but Flowstate just...
Yeah, I think the interesting thing as well is that, I don't know, I think Flowstate did end up mashing a lot that worked quite well in her favor, but it wasn't so much to say that like Try to Complete respected things like the DP, because the DP wasn't represented all that much in that set, right? I think about 3 times we saw the DP used as a reversal. So I think it's just a very unlucky situation. It could have gone really wrong for Flowstate as well if Try to Complete, if those were intentional frame traps, were just sharpened up ever so slightly, right? To actually catch the mashing occurring, that could have led some really nice counter hit damage. So I think that's more so where the unfortunate, where it was really unfortunate for Try to complete were these sequences where he had control, was running the momentum, had pressure, but just lost it just like that off of one mash, and then we're back to neutral woes of Ramlethal.
Yeah, great point. I think shouting out the frame traps is a good shout, because yeah, we did see Flowstate get away with a lot of, I don't want to say a lot of murder, but definitely a lot of just like fantastic Abare. And
sure.
Good set. We're gonna have Spider from Mars on the Venom Mad Struggle Meal, and Safia, Saf the band, the show, the movie, the player on Eno.
Yeah, it's so Spider from Mars, name I'm not too familiar with, but Safia has definitely been showing up very consistently to rookie Roman cancel. So always a nice threat, has these combos down, knows how to run these Oki sequences. But what I'm really interested to see from Spider from Mars is how can she control Safia? Because, you know, triangle dash, very nice and all for pressure, but not the greatest for actually crossing across the screen. So if Spider from Mars can get a little bit of space and run those Venom balls, it should be a real chore for Safia to actually cross.
Yeah, the neutral's going to be a big problem as soon as the balls start coming out for Eno, right? It's like, oh, wow. Unless you just dive right in, I guess. Stroke YRC to beat out the Blitz. Drop the IAD combo there. Yeah, we're seeing a lot of great... Venom 6P going to be a great representative in this battle. You know, Eno hover dash, that little bit of overhead getting stopped by some great waist-high invincibility.
Mm-hmm.
But Safia
of the node.
Here.
Ooh. Okay, interesting occurrence as that seemed to have been a dash-up throw attempt by Spider from Mars, but unfortunately a little bit of an error. Does use the RC off the stroke to get the throw. Does immediately mash out after the VCL there. And again, just VCL
nice.
Wake up.
Yeah, VCL YRC, such a great anti-air. The upwards hitbox will really catch people above you. Using the YRC to close that round out. Good work by Saf. And a good air throw as well. Spider from Mars using the Clash to get a couple of balls out. Very thoughtful.
Look at the sniping action here. Like, try something. You can't just dive kick him for free, which is definitely one of Safia's favorite go-to options, is just to dive kick at you. But if there's just a ball flying straight at your dome, what can you do? And you can immediately see just the zoning, but however, one will inevitably land, and that's going to be a burst.
Yeah, good. Understandable burst by Spider from Mars. Has a good chunk of a life lead. Not the kill combo off of that Blitz combo, unfortunately. Safia got one more chance here. At the very least, got the burst back for this final round of game one. The snipes are so amazing. That's such a funny call out, because the Carcass Raid and all the other ball hits, but Carcass Raid is going to be so fantastic for some of these anti-air maneuvers.
Oh, for sure. And we just saw there the power of Venom 6P, right? Off of just a knock, I think it was a light knockdown situation. Safia trying to get the triangle dash, immediately just gets anti-air with how fast and big it is. But danger time, but it's Spider from Mars that is ready to just tussle, mashing. However, not really consistent with a combo here. Under Safia and just eats another Blitz shield, but taps it once more. Spider from Mars panicking a little bit, it seems, here. Trapped in the corner, but we do see some frame drops.
Yeah, we're seeing Spider from Mars just representing the Blitz shield, you know. It's a good parry, it's a great panic button. It's not the best panic button, but it's understandable. And getting some offense going here, just goes in for the throw. Might be able to kill, yes, very nice. I think the risk helped out a lot there, because that little bit of extra damage made the 6H really count.
Oh, absolutely. And one of the more interesting things we seen from Spider from Mars, I'm not too sure how intentional it is, but does find a knockdown or like a situation to be able to set a ball, jumps forward and doesn't interact with it. Whereas typically that's, I think it might just be an execution error, but more often than not, you see Venoms always cover their approach with a ball just to make sure that you can't be anti-aired too easily, right?
Right. Yeah, I have a little, like, cover me, little homie.
Time to clock in.
That's what the... Yeah. going for the charge balls now. I like the idea of going for the charge balls if, you know, Safi is a full screen here. So, getting the block stun pressure. 6H.
Yeah. Ooh, able to find the low. Quick sweep. Sets out the no, but there's a 6P challenge. We're not going to be pressing 6H today. However, doesn't quite finish the combo and puts herself into the corner, but there it again. Another danger time.
You know, I think Saf could maybe think about representing more HCL. Like in spaces of neutral, just a little HCL to catch some of these ball sets. It reaches out pretty far. Counter hit will knock down. Well, I guess also normal hit will knock down, but good IED combo for Safia here. Can't get the combo, but
Oh,
Spider from Mars giving up the hero burst. Nice.
Oh, and you talk about it, HCL with the YRC to follow with it. But for sure, when you can interact into Venom to just make sure he doesn't get any ball sets for free, you should use your tool that you have at your disposal to try and reach that distance. And that is going to be HCL for, you know, does ultimately get the knockdown. Threatens that last overhead, looking a little too fancy there and ends up getting thrown out. And the burst a little too high in the sky, but still able to find the air throw and keep the momentum going.
Yeah, some great combos by Safia. Getting the knockdown here, empty low this time. Might see Spider from Mars. Yeah, there's the burst back. No representation of Dead Angle, just goes for the Fortissimo and beats out the Blitz Shield. 1-1 now. Great offense from Safia after losing her burst, just being like, well, whatever. The name of the game is just to kill you, so...
That's true. Might as well try.
Let me just get the knockdowns. I play Eno. I'm here for damage.
Wow, able to get... Actually... Yeah, we haven't seen Spider from Mars go for the 2S on round start. I don't know how intentional that is, but it's definitely one of those buttons that Venom has where it's like, you get to do nothing. This button's awesome.
Yeah, the free round start button, right? Oh, stroke! Strokes are going to be really dangerous as well, because we've seen Spider from Mars go for these Blitz shields, and the low might win out here. But Spider from Mars getting her offense. And 2D beating the Dead Angle! We love Venom 2D.
Just low profiling right underneath it. But no, the enemy of the people is Soul 2D, let's not forget. Doesn't quite get the knockdown there, and the VCL able to stop the air dash, however, eats a 6P, sets up the Oki there, able to avoid the 50-50, the dive kick just to fly straight on in, and does set up the Oki quite nicely. No anti-air attempt from Spider from Mars. This time, Safia is now one round away from getting a lead in the set.
Immediate burst from Spider from Mars. Yeah, you know, it's kind of funny. We're seeing the ball connect with Safia, but that note does stay active even if Eno gets hit. So Spider from Mars giving up some health, maybe for no reason. Just not respecting what the note's going to be doing there. Nice escape from Safia using the dive out of the corner here. And, oh, wow! Blitz to the JD!
That was a really clutch play there, but unfortunately held it a little too long for the level 1, so it didn't quite connect from that air blitz situation. And there's going to be a big stroke. Safia with the conversion now. Dive kick. Dive kick again. Note on the Oki. Plus frames. Hold that into the last overhead. Safia now with the lead 2-1.
Oh, 2-1 pretty good. Spider from Mars dying with 100 meter. You know, love to mention it, but Dead Angle, there's so many defensive options you can use with meter and just breaking out of a situation. It's a little bit tough with Eno because sometimes she'll safe jump stuff. But at the same time, I think Safia right now is representing a lot of like non-stop offense because I think that's what players love to do when given the chance.
I mean, I think it's kind of all Eno has. It's just to,
yeah.
If not right in front of your opponent's face, get there like ASAP and just start doing triangle dashes.
Yeah, just get them thinking about the highs and lows.
The epic highs and lows of high school football. Oh, wow.
Whoa! Was that some kind of a read?
If so, it was a really, really cool one, but we're getting a little too far ahead of ourselves, I feel, where I don't think Safia really has represented a match situation like that.
Yeah. It was a read from a different book, perhaps. See, Carcass Raid! Wow, great start for Spider. getting fuzzied now. You know, triangle dashes starting to happen.
Ooh, nice.
Ooh, wow!
Yeah, just before the carcass as well, able to find the overheads, get a quick little conversion into the knockdown, enjoy your drink. Just try to dive kick straight back into the action, but ends up falling into one of the charge ball sets there by Spider from Mars here, looking to just deny the approach. Good carcass raid, stopping the stroke, but still it doesn't stop Safia's process of thought of like, we'll just do another one, why not?
Yeah, Safia, you know, it's if Spider from Mars is looking for an answer, she hasn't found it yet, unfortunately. I almost wonder, because at the very least, Venom 2D would be fast enough to probably interrupt stroke. I don't know about low profiling the hover dash, probably not. That'd be a little too busted. Oh no! It's just hard to say. I feel like Spider from Mars needs to find some kind of way out. 3-1 for Safia now.
Yeah, I think the main thing from Spider from Mars is just kind of the Venom thing in general. So you have some really good buttons, some stellar situations, but in general, you want to be dictating the pace as much as you can. And against the character like, you know, you are very equipped to do that. And especially once you get the knockdown, you get some of these ball sets going, she really has no alternative into you.
Yeah, you know, it's kind of funny. I mean, talking about the we've been joking about the win for it, but it does feel kind of realistic. I mean, the best spot to be as Venom right now is going to be all the balls on screen and just putting screen pollution for Ino to have to work around.
Yeah, exactly. But of course, when you're trapped in the corner, I mean, the only way that Spider escapes the situation is going to be blitzing or going to go for a burst Dark Angel. But man, is that really how you want to use your resources? Still though.
Yeah.
Oh, no! That would have been really clutch, but just a slight execution error there. Would have been, I think, try to even set up the back throw would have been really good just to get that screen, that corner position.
Yeah. Oh, good respect on the note this time. Cross under, can't get the knockdown, but some good Venom damage right now. Safia once again just getting in though. Gonna see a couple of dives, the note set up. Quick
Plus
Kisamo.
frames.
Yeah.
Don't know what that one was all about, but still able to find yet another opening with a little bit of meter to play with. So one more for Tismo for the road. Now which is VCL into the triangle schmicks. Safia now one game away from closing out the set.
Folks, we might be looking at another 5-1. So this is your time to root for Spider from Mars. Safia getting the party started once again with the offense. Hey, Gold Burst. Reball setup. But, oh, getting pushed away, just giving up the neutral. Oh, that was a great hit, though.
Yeah, I think that was maybe a bit of greed on the side from Spider there, because the note just approached and forced her to just respect it and back away from arguably her really strong position of all those ball sets. Nice, there's a low, and
yeah.
we heard the blitz sound as well, so I think that was a stand blitz attempt, but you know, it's still a 50-50. You have to hold the high-low, which blitz is not equipped to deal with.
Yeah, you know, people always say you gotta worry about the highs from Ino. You gotta, like, start stand blocking high, but then the empty lows hit so much harder. Oh, going for stroke this time. Fire from Mars. Almost 100 meter, just respecting all of it. The carcass raid, not enough. Safia getting in with the JH, one round away from winning the set.
Ooh, a little interesting interaction, but that doesn't stop Safia from advancing on forward. Pressing these buttons, however, dive kick straight into the charge, but a little too slow to act there. It does get opened up, but into the corner now. Maybe this is the time. Beats out the blitz, does get the run-up throw. And that's going to be Safia having enough. Going to go for the burst, trying to escape now. With the approach, plays it nice and slow, but the 6P, man, too fast, too furious.
Oh! Yeah, I like Safia choosing to burst as soon as possible, you know. So if the round goes slow, she's definitely going to get her burst back in round 3. Venom hits, or Venom combos are a lot of hits. Good jump out, though. getting one last chance here for this round. Spider from Mars, 75 meter, just getting opened up by the double overhead. Mashed on Fortissimo!
Oh.
Put it on the tombstone.
Yeah, absolutely well done there in the end, especially by Safia to try and navigate across that screen with basically one touch of health left to her name. Easier said than done, especially into Venom, but it's so unfortunate because for Spider from Mars, that last round we saw where that sequence of Safia trapped in the corner was kind of like quintessentially how the set should have been ran if you look at just like the two characters, like the theory between the two characters of how the matchup should run, where you're just getting anti-aired, trying to do your cool movement options across the screen, and then you get knocked down by 6HS, for example, because of counter hit ball, and then you're just trapped in the corner, holding constant high-lows, 50-50, strike throw, the full woodworks of mix-up options at Venom's disposal.
Yeah, we didn't, I think Safia playing the offensive Okizeme character had a lot of great offense going. And unfortunately, we didn't see too much from Spider from Mars, but did get one game on the board and had a strong opportunity at that last chance. So, hopefully we see Spider from Mars again in the future, because I love seeing Venom play. I think, Venom is like undoubtedly the coolest character.
Yeah,
in
definitely.
Games.
Yeah, for sure. I think for somebody like Daisuke to come up with it, like, what if Assassin but with the pool cue and the pool balls? And then was like, oh, you can interact with it and stuff. It's a very sick character design. Unfortunately, a bit too good, and that can be very annoying at times, but nevertheless, you gotta respect just how unique he is. I think only ever, from my understanding, replicated once with Beerus.
That's funny. Yeah, I've never played DBZ, so...
He's got little energy balls that he can kick and stuff.
That rocks.
Here we go. Teddy Treebark versus Cinnamon Oatmeal.
Yeah, a blink and you might miss it matchup. If you folks tuned in to Burst of 5 number 9, you saw me get fed up as a sacrifice to Cinnamon Oatmeal in a very fast 5-0. I'm excited to see Teddy. Teddy's played Melia for a very long time. Indiana FGC, GGXrd Step, I think coming back in January on Mondays. Okay. But I know he hates this matchup.
I think it's just more so like the actions, or the consequences of your actions coming to catch up to you. How dare you pick Melia on the character select screen? You must be punished.
That's the feeling, right? Yeah. Good idea on the map, but it's a tough matchup for sure. Right there, I think 6H is gonna be a huge part of the story. Millias love to jump out, try to get out of situations, and 6H will just catch you almost every time.
You put this big, dangerous foot in the air with a lot of active frames that can lead to scary damage on counter hit, but currently Teddy is really just kind of moving around here, making it very difficult for Simon here to get a beat going. And look at the chase down as well.
Yeah, that was fantastic. Getting the pressure now. Late air dash into the low. This will be a garden setup. And this is the best opportunity, right? Is you want to make sure that Slayer can't play. And BBC can get out some disc pressure, but you can do a lot better with Secret Garden. And a good catch by Teddy to keep her from getting anywhere with that dandy step.
Absolutely. You can see Cinnamon trying to play it a little slower, does find the 2K to challenge the 5D, but again, pressing that 5P, just hoping that maybe Teddy just ends up jumping into it. We're going to have to burst there. We saw last time how disastrous it went for her, being trapped into the corner under this pressure. Ooh. And the 2K to beat out just before the Blitz gets active and denies the disc.
Yeah, I think that was a dropped garden setup on the 2H, but thankfully Teddy keeping it locked down. Down to the other corner now.
Ooh.
Keeping an eye. Aircar RC. Oh, tried to lock her down with pin. Didn't work out. Wow! 4H!
I don't know what side. I don't know what side Slayer was on there. Like, he was in the corner, then he dandy stepped and wasn't, and then he went for Helter Skelter and was. Oh my god.
Yeah, just don't need to know either side. Let me just become the hurt box.
Exactly. There, excellent air throw there by Cinnamon as she now brings Teddy all the way into the corner, the 2H. However, doesn't quite keep the corner, and yeah, good burst. Don't want to be put up into the Milia blender, but trying to 5P, ends up eating the dagger instead, and all that just to be put back where you started.
Yep. Yeah, good knockdowns for Teddy. Another garden setup here. And no, actually the ball's leaving.
Okay, bye.
Maybe a misinput, it looks like. You know, you gotta set up the directions on that yourself, and sometimes you can just tell it to leave.
Yeah, I guess the Seeking Guard is just waiting after the wall break.
Yeah, that's over on the next screen. Unfortunately, nobody told him what game it's happening.
Alrighty.
Another round. It's you know, I mean, it's really going to be down to the mobility. We've seen some great knockdowns for Teddy, but the neutral is you got to be really annoying in neutral. You're being a very agile bicyclist against a Ford F-150.
Oddly specific, but I bet it's a big car.
It's the biggest.
The biggest. I mean, that is very much a Slayer playstyle, right? You just ask Gord up, driving in my car right after a beer. You go dead on time. Unfortunately, blocked out. Doesn't quite get the full punish.
Ooh. Nice. Yeah, Teddy's having a lot of great hits, and it's the kind of matchup that the rounds can end very quickly for Milia, right? Like, the most two touchable kind of matchup. But Teddy's playing at that space where Cinnamon can't make the most of all these touches. It's very light hits. Even the light hits hurt, but yeah, Teddy's just gotta play it very safe until the knockdown comes in.
Just as non-committal as you can, and just work on those was it death by 1,000 cuts approach, where you just want to play it nice, safe, and consistent without getting caught up too much inside of the Slayer gameplay of just eating one bad counter hit into just kind of just turning to ash.
Yeah. That's RC. He's not going to be able to get the knockdown here. Tried to get the tech, but Cinnamon changed her timing on the tech, it looks like. Or Teddy just didn't have... That's okay, though. Now Cinnamon at the life lead because of that bite.
Yeah, just kind of standing around looking to throw out the 6P, but just end up eating a disc, backdashes away from the TK Bad Moon. However... and just very patient, really, just looking to see if Teddy will end up overcommitting a little bit too hard there and finding the punish. However, gets to throw the gold burst, full stick of butter, and wow.
Immediate.
Straight on down.
I love how calm his face is during that.
Nothing threatens Slayer. He's just here for a good time. You're fighting for your life? Oh, that's swell.
Yeah, not my problem. Yeah, great gold burst by Cinnamon. You know, that the disc setup right there. Slayer can use BDC gold burst, but even just a regular gold burst works against some of those later disc setups.
Ooh,
and now Cinnamon on the chase.
Forward. No more screen for you to escape from. Let's see you try to get out of this one now. Red RC push damage a little further. Power Bunker 2. Oh my god, the stun is perfect. Yeah, okay, that's Slayer round, everybody. Round of applause to the Slayer round.
There it is. That's okay. That's the matchup sometimes. It's a first to 5, so there's a lot of time. What a catch on that backdash by the... Cinnamon had such a great catch on the Mappa right there.
Oh, look at Shmooman just barely getting out, and big power bunker. Just exactly the kind of situation you get a bit too hasty and looking to wait it out, trying to find that burst, but Teddy doesn't bite, and Cinnamon, she just moseys off forward, gets that throw, and that is going to be the game or the set lead here for her.
Yeah, you know, seeing that situation, I would have done the exact same thing. I'm blocking, I'm looking for something, and just get walked up and thrown on. It's hard. Bounce start JP, good pick for Teddy.
Ooh.
The burst out. Ooh. Wow, roll! Here we go. Into the garden setup. Getting a good route here, should be a garden loop. You know, the one thing about Teddy, he's played Milia long enough, he's gonna have these garden routes. And there's really nothing like it.
Really solid life lead here, and finds a TK Bad Moon, the RC, and says, you know what, not to be outdone, here's my own perfect.
Yeah, you know, the Slayer rounds and the melee rounds almost ended about the same time, I feel like. They both end up dying very quickly in their own kind of way. It's just, you expected less from one of them.
Definitely just the nature of Slayer constantly wanting to try things, looking to get the counter hit running, where you just give Melee a little bit of a better confirm, more damage. The smaller things, right? The Slayer lives and dies by the counter hit lifestyle.
Nice. Looks like Teddy was going for the chase on something. Didn't go for the tech drop that time, and Cinnamon also didn't bite. Kind of funny, both players are in each other's heads. Going for the Oki. Bad moon afterwards. Carter blocking low, that's it, it's 2-2. The curse is broken. We won't have another 5-1.
Play there at all.
Yeah. Yeah, it's you know, when Slayer's in the corner like that, he's got BDC as a great option, but he really only gets to go into like BDC FD. And because you know, it's like Millie is gonna be grounded, so you have to respect it and do some air blocking, and Cinnamon choosing to block on the ground instead didn't work out for her.
Oh. Earlier we saw how immaculate Teddy's spacing has been with just narrowly avoiding some of these options from Slayer and getting punishes going, but Cinnamon, she seems to be tapping into a little bit of that. However, the reversal there from Teddy, now able to set up slight bits of Oki, has to whittle away at quite a lot of HP from Slayer, but we've seen with how scary the corner situation is, so much so that even Cinnamon is going to just burst outright to avoid it. That this is well within Teddy's range of being able to close it out. Great beat, but hey, that's on Teddy for not teching.
Yeah, so sad. That whole Teddy went for the S disc and then backdash and just got caught by the Mappa again. Like Cinnamon knows she can press the advantage afterwards, and the backdash wasn't enough for Teddy. And now a great combo by Cinnamon. Teddy's got his burst to work with, giving it up right there. Hairpin on deck, you know, the hairpin's going to be a big part of the matchup, is to just stop Slayer from that one anti-air. Power bunker into the corner now.
Like the momentum off of Dandy Step, able to just slide the 6K forward, and under pressure, high-low, going for the low off the 2K this time, and that's going to be 2 apiece.
3-2 now.
Oh, 3-2, excuse me.
Yeah. It's kind of been going back and forth, but once again, we had another Slayer game right there. Nice cross up. JK worked! It's a combo, and backdashing to punish the burst attempt.
Yeah, this is a really bad situation for Cinnamon, as she has bursted consistently when being put into the corner as to avoid the looping Oki power from Teddy here. Now without it,
you can
see how much of a disaster it's going to be. Down to one last hit. Is Teddy going to find the perfect? He will. Quick back to that JK,
gravy.
oh my goodness.
I'm just saying, the 6P 6H frame trap that worked out, that was fantastic. That was caught Cinnamon pressing something. Oh!
Caught trying to lush shaker there and gets thrown on the Oki attempt. Finds the low. Quick little conversion. However, doesn't quite get the dagger, and it's off screen a little bit in an awkward situation. But that doesn't stop Teddy from trying things. Can.
Yep. Just keep kicking your leg. Okay, using the YSC to get the pin back there. Oh no! The air dash combo was a little bit too close. Not a bad position for Teddy right now. Just maybe has to think about using FD to make some space here right now. Cinnamon getting a stronger position. Nice blitz!
Yeah, good understanding. The only other thing for Cinnamon there to keep the pressure running was going to have to be some kind of mid, and the 5H does.
He baited it!
Yeah, trying to just bait out the burst, ends up dropping the Does combo, but nevertheless, able to run a bit more damage here before Cinnamon finally does end up going for it. Look at the whiff punish the Mappa. Camping right on top of the dagger to deny it, does find the air throw, and that's the power bunker she was looking for.
50 meter, you know? Send it without reason.
Wow.
Fire without looking. Okay, nice knockdown for Teddy here. Unfortunately, he's going to be separated from the hairpin. Actually getting to bring it back now, thanks to that combo with the JK.
Has a really clean side swap there. Sacrificing the corner, but the pin is also important. We go into the Secret Garden and trying to go for the BDC bite there, but just slightly out of range. Still bunker.
It could all go away right here. Nice burst.
I like the routing from Cinnamon there. Going to go for the burst safe routing. Now just trying to do whatever she can to avoid the corner. OTG burst. Wants to not suffer the corner pressure. 6H.
Uh-oh.
Skeleton does connect. Good bit of damage.
25 meter. She goes low. That's
one more. Pop bunker. Oh my god, the conversion. It's enough.
That's always the risk.
Clutching it out. Oh my god. The crazy part is Teddy literally needed just that one last hit, but it wasn't meant to be.
It's so tragic. It's so tragic. You gotta, if you don't get that last chance and you give any character the chance, it's bad, but giving Slayer the chance, the meter gain, she got the 50 meter right at the end. Okay, early gold burst for not pork chop, pardon me, Cinnamon. I'm just thinking about Wild Girls.
Pork chop, huh? The spirit of pork chop?
Alright, 100 meter gone already. Oh, nice! Hi, Pork Chop. Happy Saturday. Should be a garden combo. Oh, but got the input wrong.
He's kind of just cheerleading off, offside. That's okay, because Teddy still keeps the pressure running. We'll try another one, so we can do it. Dead on time.
Ah!
Slayer just drives his car right after a beer. We like that.
Yeah, the invuln working out there to just fully invuln through the garden orb. It was a good use of meter. Cinnamon Oatmeal now on set point. Thankfully, there's no 5-2 curse, but I'm still rooting for Teddy right now.
Playing it slow.
Back to slow neutral.
Yeah. Oh, wow. Okay. Good ground throw. Able to pick up the dagger as well as get a bit of Oki running here. That's with Secret Garden. And Helter Skelter's on out. And Secret Garden's kind of just dancing there. Oh,
no.
That is unfortunate. Teddy's like, I thought you were better. I thought you would actually get your Oki. What are you doing?
Well, right now, Teddy's got to think about getting his own Oki. Nice low this time. Gonna get the Garden knocked down again. It's kind of funny, the Secret Garden typically thought of as, like, unfuckwithable. But Slayer has a lot of opportunity to just, like, fuck with it, just leave. No, it's gonna happen again, Teddy! No!
Thievery at the very end there. Cinnamon Oatmeal closing out the final game there. 5-2 to take the set. Ah, man, just as Teddy was ready to cash out that check, Slayer with the dastardly 50 meter to get these illegal conversions.
Yeah, unfortunate. It's a tough matchup. Yeah, shout out to Teddy's Secret Garden routing. Those were so fantastic. I've been watching some Ranger recently, and the Secret Garden routing on Slayer is pretty cozy because Slayer's kind of a lanky guy when he's horizontal.
Right.
So a lot of great garden setups. Cinnamon Oatmeal also had some great escapes out of the Secret Garden. Lapping shift when we needed Dandy on Wake Up. How cool. Yeah.
Okay, yeah. Yeah, and I think for the most part, right, like Secret Garden, if not holding Slayer completely down, is going to prevent him from at least like completely stealing turns with his funny options, thinking like BDC, jump FD, right? Or just going straight for dandy steps. So to at least force him to respect it to a degree. But yeah, both players seeming to be familiar with one another, right? Cinnamon giving Teddy his flowers. Still, it's the Milia to Gambit at the end of the day, right? You get to play this character that's really fast, does a lot of cool shit, but it's very, very squishy. And Slayer, just the natural predator to Pixie characters who just loves it when they take more damage.
Yeah, it's hard to get Pile Bunker when you have no organs in your body, and you're kind of just running on coffee and vibes.
Exactly. Here we go.
Yeah.
The final set of this week's exhibition series. It's going to be Marks the Dragon versus Stale Devil. Now, Stale Devil I've talked about in the past, specifically relating to how Porkchop plays. So we're about to see Prime Ape going at it. This is
if you folks
calculated Unga.
If you folks looked at the poster for this week, Stale Devil represented by the Dragon Install Tyrant Rave as his favorite move. And that, I think that's enough of a statement in its own, but we'll have a lot of games to see how that gets represented today.
Yeah, just a little fun fact about Stale Devil, he plays with the analog stick of the PlayStation pad.
That's wild! What an air throw!
Going for the quick knockdown, getting the Oki situation running. Doesn't get enough hits out to avoid the armor, but there it is. Starting straight away off with the DPRC mind games, but no dashing away from you. From here, you're gonna get heat knuckled.
Yeah, Marks has had some fantastic reads so far. There we go! First Dragon Install of the set, immediately getting countered hit. Oh no!
Dunks on this. But yeah, it's not just for show. This is genuinely Stale Devil's character right here. Dragon Install Soul, not regular Soul.
You know, you gotta respect it. I mean, everyone, I love a good install super.
Ooh, get away from me. Flicked away. No Fafnir's today, but we're still gonna go Riot Stamping. This time, the air dash over. There's some screen space to operate with, so not just gonna go for the back dash straight into the heat knuckle, the JP.
Ow.
And look at the conversion. Unfortunately, a little bit of a gray beat, but still good damage.
Yeah, great damage. Stale Devil maneuvering all over Marks right now. Marks getting a bit of a chance. Riot Stamp YRC! Pork Chop! I know that one. Here we go. The dust loop and the kills!
Yeah, there it is. Thing is, it's like we've seen... I consider this pretty tame from Stale Devil so far. Just kind of playing around Riot Stamps, doing the very basic things of like, hey, do you know how to deal with all these Riot Stamp options, especially when I start air dashing over you? We still have yet to see when he does cross-up Revolver or cross-up Volcanic Viper.
Oh,
and my favorite of all is when he does YRC off of the Dragon Install.
Oh, Dragon Install YRC is fantastic. That's
Yeah, absolutely.
It's like a visual glitch. It's awesome. Oh, whiff punish by Riot Stamp.
Oh, the IP! Fantastic, making the space, and there's the Volcanic Viper. Quick backdash, position yourself for another Pop Buster. A good grip of damage, but we don't stop interacting on Wake Up.
I mean, honestly, you know, Stale Devil going for the blitz there. Marks very much representing the jump in JH. I think Stale Devil having the opportunity to show that it's not. Oh, yeah, what was that?
That's cross-up Revolver.
Comment canceled. What just happened? Here we go. Pretty good trade for Marks. You know, that runs the timer nonetheless.
Getting flashbang real quick on screen. Hopefully none of the viewers are watching this in a darkened room.
Yeah.
Nice.
There you go. Hammerfall blocked. Small punish.
Oh,
wow, that's footsies!
actual footsies. Was Soul 5D notoriously known for how short of a range it has, but getting the whiff punish there on the Pop Buster attempt is cinema.
Yeah. Wow, I'm surprised Mark's IB did that the coup de Caro and then didn't have any kind of punish for it, but nonetheless, good Buster combo here. 100 meter for Marks now. And oh!
Tried a wild throw on Wake Up. That's kind of crazy there from Stale Devil, but backdash into the Pop Buster. Needs to find a way to get some really secured Oki now, because that is 50 meter on the side for Stale Devil. Give him the chance. And there Ooze! Oh, PBB?
It's like a raid mechanic. Wow! Gold burst worked out! Slide head!
Oh,
nice!
ICPM. Oh my goodness.
Had to sacrifice the burst for it, but... Alright, put the song back on.
Yeah, man, restarted once more. I think the funniest part about Stale Devil... Oh, wait, hold on. Trishula. Comment canceled. Bring him back into the corner. And there it is, the 6P. The go-to, the fundamental answer into just your opponent Riot Stamping, 6P them.
Yeah, I mean, 6P's the classic of Riot Stamp punishes. What a good round by Marks right now. And Stale Devil, no meter to change for him. The blitz didn't work out. Marks has a game on the board. It's 1-1 now.
Yeah, for sure. If you could start answering like some of Still Devil's options when he's doing ride stamps and whatnot, then you're in a pretty good position. But then, you know, he's going to go to the next thing where you're probably going to start seeing some crazy Volcanic Vipers, as I said.
Yeah.
Volcanic Viper, the party is just getting started.
It's oh, nice backdash. That's kind of, I mean, that's always the risk with Soul to me, where it's like, he's just so wild. Like, you gotta really, like, tame him and keep him under control, and if you let him get too wild with it, you know, it's, sometimes it can work, and then sometimes you just gotta let them go off on their own, and whiff punish! No, the Heavenly didn't work!
I'm surprised Still Devil tried to go for the Fafnir there, and the sharpest cheeks in the West, able to win out the interaction, but what?
Ooh.
What are we doing? Oh,
Here we go. No!
oh. It's so ridiculous. Like, I'm just flabbergasted. He just completely whiffs and just flies in with the gunflame from Dragon installed there, just completely eviscerating Marks.
What are you gonna do? He's active. Just, you know?
Getting in there.
Well, it's time to party. There's the burst. Oh.
We're seeing like every fun interaction as well. The armor tick to immediately just swap the side of Hammerfall.
Ooh, here's the knockdown. Still Devil with 100 meter. Whole lot of life to give up. Going for the gentle walking. That's an IK!
Yep, the last IK from Still Devil, of course.
That was like just on the cusp as well. Like Marks had so much health and then just crossed over the border. That's devastating.
You know, Still Devil just plays his character a lot, and to say like, I mean, he's definitely tried to cultivate one of the hardest playstyles for Soul, which is the the Kusuro method. It's easy in essence to just go crazy, go ham with the buttons, but to be able to sort of bring a little bit of consistency, some strings of logic to it, to actually be a plan, is very difficult compared to just where Souls innately go to is like, oh, okay, well, it's time to just play kind of Shoto-ish.
Yeah, absolutely. It's Eldevil really knows when to turn it up and then keep it subtle. And when to open people up with the 5D. Combo here, can't get the full route though. Marks has a chance here in the corner. Slide head RC, getting bursted. Ah! Tried to mash after the Riot Stamp, and JP, Soul JP, one of the best buttons maybe in the history of any video game ever.
Mm-hmm. Truly a gamer normal. There we go. It doesn't stop Still Devil from going for the Volcanic Vipers, but nice backdash into the Pop Buster. Marks able to make an impact, but the 2P unfortunately getting low crushed by the Riot Stamp, brought all the way to the other side. Coast to coast we go.
Oh! Oh! What an unfortunate trade for Marks. The... Oh! Wow, great wire save and no punish!
I think that's what Still Devil does, is like, all right, well, I think I'm pretty screwed here, but we're just gonna go for the throw in case they mess it up.
Yeah, how interesting, you know, I would expect... I was hoping that Marks would have the punish right there. Ah, cross-up Gunflame! Maybe some nerves, maybe just the mind wasn't there, but Still Devil now up 3-1. It's looking closer than the score may say, I think. I think Marks is doing very well for this matchup. It feels like he almost has a grasp on it. But, you know, Still Devil's kind of wilding out a little bit, and certainly unconventional maneuvers.
Yeah, it's definitely getting there. We did see some like pretty good rounds from Marks, but I think on the other side, like health totals, we see Marks being able to set up these Pop Buster situations and get a bit of damage rolling, but being like firmly in control of situations hasn't really been in his cards as of yet.
Yeah. Oh, nice flick on Gunflame though. Oh, yeah, that's a great use of the normal to put a box out for the Riot Stamp.
Mm-hmm.
It wasn't, you know, the best knockdown, unfortunately, but I was feeling like the Riot Stamps need to start getting punished. Slide head there getting punished by Riot Stamp. It's just some of these choices that Marks makes don't work out against Riot Stamp. Like, Riot Stamp just is working out so much in this matchup.
The counter hit Fafnir and the RC to bait out the burst. Still though, Marks is going to claim the round. However, go into the next one with an empty burst gauge. Depending on how this might go, because like Soul doesn't depend, like most of his rounds doesn't go into a whole lot of hits, so Stale Devil might just be able to take this one out without really giving Marks too much of his burst gauge back.
Yeah, I think you're right. This is going to be a free round for Stale Devil. Unless it goes long, 6P, Marks with a chance here. As Marks gets his offense going, that burst meter is going to be ticking away and refilling in the background. But Stale Devil with another chance. Wild Throw given a lot of hits also. More burst meter.
Oh, there it is.
Might be the round though.
Stale Devil's really been looking for that air throw reset consistently, and Marks has not been teching until finally he ends up biting into it. However, Marks does get rewarded with a whole lot of burst gauge to work with here, so effectively having it online for this penultimate round here. Sorry,
Yeah.
penultimate game.
Well, there it is. Yeah, this is hard. Stale Devil 50 mirror now. Then, oh wow! Just land into stand blitz.
Oh,
Unfortunately,
facing a gunflame.
it feels like Marks is just making some choices. Like we've seen some of the backdashes where Marks is trying to like bait out maybe a Volcanic Viper or something, and Stale Devil is happy to just go for a Riot Stamp. Like, if Marks isn't going to respect the OKE, then Stale Devil won't either. Oh,
Yeah, 'cause,
that's
like,
it.
And I'll put Stale Devil one game away from closing out the exhibition set there, but indeed, like, Stale Devil, like, in terms of like DPing, he does it on Wake Up, that's for sure, but it's more so in reserve for knockdown situations, not really like busting out of pressure. That's when he would much rather rely on Riot Stamp.
Yeah.
Of course, that's all up to just like, are you ready to deal with him Riot Stamping, and can you get him to actually just DP out in pressure situations, and then are you ready to bait there? Like, that is Stale Devil's primary MO, is just constantly throwing so many options at your head where it's like, oh, you have an answer to this one, check this one out, and all it ends in is Volcanic Viper.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, that's I think a lot of Soul's game plan in general is kind of like, whoa! Let's get that combo wasn't bigger.
I'm so used to heavily Potemkin Buster, at least just getting Pot out of the situation, but to actually get punished on the rising portion?
Yeah, that's messed up. This Soul character. But yeah, like so many of Soul's special moves are about like, you have to represent the answer to it. And Stale Devil, like you said, cycling the options so well. Got the Dragon install, has a combo now. Gunflame combos, looping it, set point.
It's like just so silly. Immediately just throwing RCs at each other, but of course he's in like final boss mode, so he just does bigger and harder hitting options.
Yep. Run up DP now. Ah, yeah, Hammerfall working there, but the Gunflame stayed active. Mark's stuck in the corner for the last 15 seconds and probably about to get carried over to the other one. 50 meter, but just gets opened up by the 6P frame trap. There's a little bit of a gap there, and not sure. Mark stopped blocking for some reason. That might be it. Ah.
I know the Gunflame feint was to bait out the slide head, to which you will Riot Stamp, but like, to get a punish on the Hammerfall break with the Riot Stamp, I mean, Stale Devil's always just so fun to watch, because it's just, these things get thrown at players consistently, and for him to just kind of show up here, Rookie Roadcats was like, hey, hi, hello, it's me, I do this, and it's just like, what?
Yeah.
Just some true demons roaming around on the EU.
Yeah, so happy to see Stale Devil out. The Dragon Install Recommendation Association. I don't know, do they still do brackets? I feel like they're doing EU stuff for a little bit. But yeah, Stale Devil's cool. Oh, he's doing like exhibitions a long time ago. I feel like I was tuning in for.
Yeah, he's been sadly been a bit too busy to run his stuff, but indeed he was having he was running his own stuff. But yeah, nevertheless, good to see that he can find some time to hop on. I recall Saturdays was always like a very difficult IRL stuff. Saturdays was always a difficult time for him to actually hop up for stuff. But you know, when he can make space for it, it's always a pleasure to see him play. Which is to say, pork chop. Take notes, write it down, write down everything you just saw. This is the goal
watch
right here.
the tapes.
It was scary.
Yeah, good. That was scary.
That was really scary. Thanks to everybody who played, and especially thanks to all the first-time signups today. It's wonderful to see half the card today be new signups. Thanks for playing. Thanks to everybody who watched as well. It's always awesome to see so many people coming out, hanging out in chat, etc. Thank you to my wonderful commentators. Is there anything you would like to promote today?
I think, was it Frosty's is still open for sign up. I think Outplayed is closed now, so to any of you who I'll be seeing next weekend, catch you there, say hello. And otherwise, I will hopefully get to see some of the NA chatters at Frosty's.
Yeah, come out to Frosty's. That's we're gonna be there, and be a big group photo and come say hi. I want to see a bunch of faces, all the EU players. It's gonna be a lot of fun. Frosty's is always a great time. I don't think I have anything to plug. I guess go to playguiltygear.com. That's a website run by the Play Guilty Gear crew over in Northern California. It has events, links to like. You know, Pat the Flip has a calendar he posts every Monday about events for the week for Xrd if you want to play more Xrd. The website, also a great resource. They're trying to get a list of locals, so you may find...
Dizzy's dead. It's over. Still here, Yucker?
What?
What?
Yucker's still here. Oh, Dizzy's back.
What?
Oh no, Daisy was talking.
I
talking.
didn't hear shit. Maybe it was me that died.
She was talking about play.xrd.com.
Yeah, playguiltygear.com.
I'll play Guilty Gear, excuse me.
Our
Yeah,
schedule
find your
for the next
locals.
few weeks.
Yes.
Schedule for the next few weeks. Next week is Rookie Roman Cancel, our beginner bracket. Anybody less than 150 milliseconds to Germany can sign up in Discord here. Week after will be another burst of 5. Anybody's welcome to sign up to that. Week after that is our final Rookie Roman Cancel before Frosty, which will be... and then I'll be taking a break for a week, and then I'll be back with another Rookie Roman Cancel. So if any of that interests you, if you want to start playing this game, or you already play this game, come sign up for my events. There'll be something that suits you, I'm sure. And you can join in with the very active matchmaking in there. We got a bunch of us playing Monster Hunter Generations Ultimate as well. If you want to hop on that, I can help you get set up. And a lot of Melty activity in there as well recently.
Oh yeah, I just had fun online yesterday.
Yes, we did.
Yeah, a lot of stuff happening in the Rookie Roman Cancel Discord.
Had a lot of fun online yesterday. It just you you're just in time.
You're just in time for the bod.
Awesome.
The VOD and the auto raid.
That's gonna be it for us. We'll see you next week for Rookie Roman Cancel. Have a good week, everyone.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Bye.